Hello and welcome to my how to install Marmoleum tile flooring video. I'm making this video because I have searched all of YouTube and Googled day and night trying to find a video or picture reference that explains how to install a glued down Marmoleum type product. I have found quite a few videos that have explained how to install a Marmoleum click product, but that is an altogether different product. The tiles that I'm going to be installing are to be glued down, and its installation is normally recommended to be done by a professional. I am not a professional. I'm a first-time homeowner and remodeling my own bathroom, and the reasons that I chose not to go with a professional is first because of my budget, and second because I only have 25 square feet of flooring in my bathroom that is going to be covered by the Marmoleum tile. The reasons that I chose Marmoleum tile for my bathroom is first because it's a kind of a unique product. It's considered a warm product, and it should hopefully relieve me from having to step out of the shower or wake up in the middle of the night and step onto a cold tile flooring. The other reasons I chose it is because it's a natural product. It's somewhat waterproof and easy to maintain. And it's also kind of, like I said, a unique product, and I wanted a different look for the bathroom than just a standard ceramic tile. So I'm making this video to hopefully help some of you out there either see what the product looks like, or if you're also thinking of undertaking the project of gluing down your own Marmoleum type product. Hopefully this video should help. I have not installed a Marmoleum flooring before. This will be my first time, and I will be following Forbo's online instructions on how to install the Marmoleum flooring. So hopefully this video will be a good reference at least, and I'm going to be breaking it down in a few parts. I'm going to in a few minutes explain all of the items that are going to be needed for the Marmoleum installation, and then I'll also just give kind of a quick overview on where I'm at as far as my flooring project is, and then I should hopefully be able to have you view some clips of my first few tiles being installed, and we'll see where it goes from there. So I'm going to first explain the materials needed for this project. Alright, here we have some of the items that I have used and will be using to install the Marmoleum tile floor in my bathroom. I've already put down my 1/4 inch premium birch underlayment, and the product I chose was called Ply Floor, and I picked that up from my local Menards building center. If you don't have a Menards near you, you should be able to find a similar product at any building center. A premium birch underlayment is recommended because it is a pre-sanded and void-free underlayment. That means it contains no wood filler or knot holes in the floor, so it's very smooth, and it's a great surface to glue down a Marmoleum or linoleum tile floor to. Ply Floor recommended either a staple or a 1 1/4 inch ring shank nail. I chose the nails, and to install that I used just a standard hammer and a 1/4 inch punch. The punch was chosen because I used it to flush the nail heads to the floor, because it is very important that the floor be clean and level, and also that each fastener be flush with the floor, because Marmoleum, like any other linoleum tile, only enhances any defects in the floor that it's being glued down over. To fill in any defects in my floor, I used a product called Plastic Wood by DAP. There were a few places where I put the nail head a little bit too far down into the floor, and I used that to fill in the difference. The other items I have here is just a standard tape measure for my dimensions, and to make any necessary cuts I'm going to either use a tin snip or a utility knife. It is also recommended you can use a hook knife to make any necessary cuts in the floor. Now right here I have a hand roller. If your floor project is a little bit larger scale than mine, it's recommended that you rent either like a 50 or 100 pound floor roller to push down the tile into the glue after it's done being laid down. For me, my project was small enough that I'm just going to use my body weight and this small roller to roll the tiles down into the floor. Now, as far as the Marmoleum tile goes, I have chosen just a standard Marmoleum tile, which is 13 by 13 inches. This one is a 2 millimeter thick, and it's the barley color. Each box that you purchase comes with around 53 square feet of tile, and to glue it down I'm using the Forbo T940 glue. This is a glue that's recommended for this tile. They have a few other glues available. One is suited more for high moisture or high traffic area, so if you feel that your project may require a little bit stronger glue, you may want to give Forbo a call and see what glue they recommended for your application. To spread out the glue, I'm using just a 16-inch square tooth notch trowel, and other tools I'm using is just a standard building square for any cuts that I may have to make. And then I have this kind of a cardboard shim. I'm going to be using this around the edges of the room because it's recommended to have an expansion gap for the Marmoleum tile flooring, and that will help me create that gap in the floor while it's being laid down. So from now I'll just take it, and the next step will be explaining where I'm at, and then we'll get started. Alright, here you can see my bathroom floor in its current state. I have the birch underlayment put down, and one of the first things that you want to do for your flooring is to figure out the layout of the tiles and how they're going to be installed. You're supposed to take the measurements and find a center point, but because of my floor it's kind of an L shape going on. I don't have a true center. So as you see here, I kind of went on my computer and made a graphic of the room, and I've determined the best layout for the tiles so that I have the minimal cuts, and also I have the most full tiles being used. If I were to have centered them in the right in front of the vanity and then right by the tub, I would have had very small pieces back in the corner where the toilet is going to be installed. So I have moved the tiles around, and I feel that this layout will work the best. So taking that layout, I came to the room here, and what I've done is I've decided I'm going to start in the corner of the room here, and what I did is take my cardboard spacer to create my expansion gap, and I've taken my first tile and I followed that straight line across from the vanity so that I will have that as a good straight center line, so I don't have to make any cuts when I get to the vanity. And from there I've taken it and marked it out and then drew a straight line to the rest of the room. So to start my tiling project, I'm going to be first laying this tile here, and then I will be laying the subsequent tiles to the edge of the wall, and then from there I'll be laying them into this area where the toilet's going to be installed, and that way I don't have to get caught in the room trying to walk over tiles I just laid, so that after I'm finished with that corner, I'll just back it out and tile my way to the door, where I'll have to make a few cuts on the tile nearest the edge of the door to get the layout to make sense. So I'm going to get the room ready and get my materials out, and we'll start gluing some tile down.